Faces Gaming here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Last time I made a video, you guys watched me talk about what I've been doing since the Christmas video and why there haven't been videos posted. This video is two of, I don't know how many videos I'm gonna record. But I did say that I was gonna try to record some videos, and I'm going to try. I've seen you guys, like a lot of you have left me some comments on some older videos. There was like a request for like, I was like, Odie Dark SpongeBob versus Goku. I got y'all. I'll see what I can do. But throwing that aside, that is for another time. Today, we are going back to the World of the Tears. And for no reason in particular, we're going to go back to Metroid and talk about all the different suits that Samus has acquired in her 30 years in gaming. As you can see from the list, we have a lot of games to cover. Mostly the mainline titles, no Metroid Prime Pinball or Prime Hunters. Or Galactic Federation. Nope. So, we're going to start from the original Metroid and work our way up to Metroid Dread. And this video is made in preparation for Metroid Prime 4, which was recently released. It's supposed to come out this year. I don't know what is going to happen in that game. I don't know what weapons we're getting, what items, or what suits. Don't even know. I'm looking forward to it. But for now, let's get started. So, we have our tiers, S being good, D being bad. The criteria for this list is basically how cool does the suit look. That's it. Starting off our list, we have the original power suit from the original Metroid. I'm going to immediately put this at C tier to get us started. It hasn't aged very well. It was good for the time, but there are much better suits. Much better suits. Plus, this suit, as you can see, doesn't really look like there's a human in there. Looks more robot, as you know, the developers were going for. But this is no longer 1980. We're not in the 1980s anymore. So, Metroid 1 gets to get C tier, and no, not even the Metroid 1 variations on here. Alright, up next we have Zero Mission's power suit, base power suit. As we all know, Zero Mission is the spiritual remake of Metroid 1 for the Game Boy Advance. I'm going to put the Metroid Zero Mission power suit. I'll give it a cool B. It's a lot smaller. Like this suit looks a lot slimmer. It looks more human-like, and I really do like the designs of the shoulder pads, of course. Plus, again, looks more human-like. Metroid 1 doesn't look like there's a human in this suit. There is a Metroid Zero Mission. There is definitely a human in this suit. Plus, I just think I like the Metroid Zero Mission design a lot more. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Nothing else to it. Samus Returns power suit is up next. Looks similar to the Metroid Zero Mission's power suit, but with hints of the Metroid design, of the Prime design, which we'll talk about later. I'm also gonna put this suit into B tier alongside Zero Mission's power suit. Looks similar, but without the shoulders. The shoulders have been flattened out, and they aren't like circles they aren't circles that we're used to. And the same thing can be said for the Prime power suit. I'm gonna put the Prime power suit also in the B tier. Again, this suit is what the Samus Return suit is based off of, just with some minor changes. The shoulders aren't exactly flat; they have a triangle point to them, just like here. And although this little green light here that I'm highlighting isn't present on the Samus Return suit, as well as the visor has been changed. They're basically the same suit, just, much further down the timeline. There's not much else I can say about them. There's not much else I can say about the Prime power suit. Nothing much I can say about the base power suit from Prime. Not much I can say. Let's move on. Whew. You guys gotta forgive me. It's been a minute, so I'm a little out of practice. Alright, the base fusion suit is up next from Metroid Fusion. This suit, as we all know, offers the least amount of protection, as you all know. But we're not talking about protection. This suit, ooh, Do I think it's on the same level as the power suit from Metroid 1, or is it at least B tier with the others so far? I'm gonna put it in B tier with the others. So far, this has been B tier central. I kind of want to move. No, yeah, I kind of want to move Zero Missions up to A tier. I just want to move it up to A tier just so we can have something in A tier at least. Yeah, the fusion suit. The fusion suit looks pretty cool. The visor is now looks more Metroid-like to coincide with the fact that Samus now has Metroid DNA in her, and you know it's a lot sleeker. It's a lot sleeker, more nimble than her her Zero Mission apparel. And you know what? I think I want to put the fusion suit at the tippy top of B tier, at the tippy top. There might be there's definitely not gonna be a lot of fusion bias in here. Not really. Alright, let's jump to Prime 3 and let's talk about the base PED suit. The base PED suit, or the Phase-On Enhancement Device suit, is what Samus wears throughout the first half of Metroid Prime 3. This suit, it's ingrained, it is built into her base Varia suit from, the Prime series. As you can see the bits of orange, you can still see the bits of orange from her original power suit, of course. This suit, I'm also going to put into B tier. I'm also going to put the suit into B tier. It's the starting power suit. It's not supposed to look cool at the start. It's supposed to look cooler as you go on. At least that's what I think. Alright, Zero Mission is up next. As you can see from the Zero Mission, it looks pretty much identical to the power suit from Zero Mission. Looks pretty much identical. Literally, if you look at the visor and the shoulders, they look almost exactly the same, except the cannon in the Zero Mission render is different from the cannon in the other M render. I'm gonna put this into A tier. I'm gonna put the Zero Mission power suit in that power suit, the other M power suit in the A tier, base power suit in the A tier. Because again, it looks identical to the Zero Mission suit, just with a few slight color changes. Specifically the visor and the outer color of the suit itself. And then finally, to wrap up the base power suits, we have the Dread power suit. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna put the Dread power suit in A tier as well. I just love how the Dread power suit looks. As we all know, in Dread, the suit is rebuilding itself after the events of fusion. It's still rebuilding itself. It looks like it's about a quarter of the way rebuilt. As you can see, in fusion, the shoulder pads are noticeably missing. In Dread, the shoulder pads are slowly starting to return as the suit again is healing. Plus, I just love the design of the Dread suit, of the Dread power suit. I just love it. So, A tier it goes. Okay, that's all the base power suits done. Finito. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, it's time to jump into the Varia suit. Starting off, we have to start with the game that introduced us to the Varia suit with Metroid 2. And you know what? Just for simplicity's sake, I'm also going to move the Samus Returns power suit, Varia suit right here too. And I'm also no, that's gonna be there. So the original Samus Returns power suit, the original, has the bulbous shoulders as we all came to know Samus in the late 90s to early 2000s. Like a suit that it has stood the test of time throughout the entirety of the series. The base Metroid 2 Return of Samus power suit. No, what the very set to say. It's iconic. What other suit do you see Samus wear on the cover of a Metroid game that isn't like Fusion, Zero Mission, Dread? What suit do you see her primarily in? It's this suit. So for the Return of Samus power suit, various suit, I'm gonna give it a B. Simply because I think the various suit from Samus Returns is a vast improvement. I'm gonna give this one an A because I love how the greens are very pronounced throughout the suit, and the beam cannon looks even cooler, as well as the visor. Looks really cool. Plus, I mean, it's an upgrade. What can I say? Okay, up next we have the we finally have a Super Metroid entry on this list. Finally, it took a while. We have the Super Metroid various suit. I'm gonna put the Super Metroid various suit on the same level as the Metroid 2 various suit because it's the exact same suit. It's the exact same suit with no real changes. Maybe her Samus's arm cannon is a little different. But other than that, the visor color and shape are the same, the shoulders are the same, the knee pads are the same. Pretty much everything about this suit is the same. Alright, we have the Fusion various suit. Oh god. We have the Fusion various suit. Good lord. I hate to do this, but I gotta put it down in I gotta put the various Fusion suit down in D tier. It's a meme, dude, at this point. Nobody likes to... I can't think of many people out there that like the Fusion various suit. I really can't think of much of anybody. I just don't like how, the growl... Something about this suit just doesn't suit my fancy. Even in-game, I just don't like it. So, D tier, I do apologize. Alright, next up we have the Metroid Prime various suit. And this is the various suit from Prime 1, 2, and 3, by the way. Just the entire Prime series as a whole. This various suit is a enhancement, an 3D version of the power suit of the various suit from Metroid 2 and Samus Returns. And not Samus Returns, excuse me. Metroid, Super Metroid. The only thing that's changed is that the chest plate now has lights on it. And so do the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads do have that little green light on there. And the visors change, of course. Overall, it's still the same power. It's still the same various suit that we grew accustomed to in the early days of Metroid. From Metroid 2 and Super Metroid, of course. And once again, various suit, most used and iconic suit in Samus's arsenal. So this suit also gets put into B tier alongside Super Metroid and Metroid 1 and Metroid 2. Alright, the other M various suit, or various suit effect, which turns the power suit from a piss yellow to a orange. There's nothing much to say about the various suit from in other M, other than it's orange. It's really all I got to it. The visor color doesn't change, the light colors don't change. Just the suit itself, just like the color of the suit itself changes. That's about it. This one also gets put in the B tier. No questions asked. Alright, now we have the various suit from Smash Bros. This various suit, as you can see, is based off the Prime version, but just completely updated. The arm cannon is based off the other M arm cannon, you can see. So basically, this is a much more updated. This is an updated version of the Prime power suit, as you can see. I'm gonna put it right behind. No, I'm gonna put it at the top of B tier. Also, I'm gonna make some changes. I'm gonna put the various suit from other M right here. And that's it. That's pretty much it. I do think that the Smash version of the various suit is the best looking various suit that we've had so far. So far, I said, because we still haven't gotten to Dread yet. And speaking of Dread, up next we have the Dread various suit. Oh, you guys are really gonna think that I just have a bias for Dread? You guys are really gonna think I don't like any other suit besides all the suits from Dread? But that just goes to show how good Dread suits look. Dread's various suit, I'm putting in A. I just love the design of the suit. I just love the colors of the suit. It's the base various suit. It's the base power suit, just with orange on it. And now we have extra lights on the chest plates right here. It just looks cool, man. It just looks really cool. I'm sorry. Dread is just such a cool look. The suits in Dread are just so cool looking. And I've been playing a lot of Dread over the past like 2-3 years, so you'll have to forgive me. Alright, now we have the gravity suits. This one might get me into some hot water, but hear me out. Alright, first off we have the Super Metroid gravity suit. Of course we start with the game that was first introduced in. The gravity suit is another iconic suit in terms of Metroid, because it's almost always the last suit you get before you go fight the boss, before you go fight the final boss of that game. Unfortunately, the original Metroid 2 didn't have it, and Other M does have it, but it's basically this suit here from Super. So for the Super / Zero Mission Power, like the gravity suit, do I think it's on the same level as this one? Might get me in trouble. I'm gonna put the gravity suit from Super at the tippy top of B tier. It's basically the various suit just with a purple color scheme. That's literally all it is. There's really nothing much to say about it, okay? Let's quietly move on before I get in trouble. Alright, the Fusion Gravity Suit. I really do like this suit, but you know, it looks more blue than purple. I wish the purple was a lot darker, but it's a cool suit. I put this one in B tier. I'm gonna put it in front of the Fusion Power Suit. Now, and no, with like the tiers how my list looks now, it's not how it's gonna look at the end. I am gonna switch it up. How I see fit. If I feel like some suits need to come down, or some suits need to come up. Alright, Metroid Prime Gravity Suit. I don't think, truth be told, whenever I get the Gravity Suit, I don't have much to say about the Gravity Suit from Prime. And this is Prime 1. Prime 1 is the only game the Gravity Suit actually appears in the Prime series. Every other game would not go with the Prime Suit. Would not go with the Gravity Suit, of course. So for the Prime 1 Gravity Suit, I'm gonna put it behind the Super Metroid Various Suit in B tier. I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of B tier power suits in these games. I'm not gonna lie. But again, this is just the Various Suit, just with a different color scheme, and the lights are all now blue. Like the visor's blue, the chest lights are blue, the knee lights are blue, the shoulder lights are also blue. Nothing much more needs to be said. Up next, we have the gravity effect from Other M. It's not even a suit, dude. It's just an effect. It's an effect that you can only use when there's no gravity. That sucks. It's not even a suit. It's just an effect. Boo. Up next, we have the we have the Samus Returns gravity suit. Now, as we all know, Metroid 2 never had a gravity suit. Never did. But Other M said, F the rules, I'm gonna change it. So Samus now has a gravity suit in Samus Returns. And I really like it. I really like this gravity suit. It's basically the Various Suit, just with a new color scheme. The visor is blue. The lights all across the suit are blue. Even the cannon now has blue lights, which is insane. It looks really cool. It's going where its other brother is, in A tier. Actually, no. I'm gonna put this suit in S tier. I really do like. I have this, so you guys know. I have not played I have not played Samus Returns for the 3DS yet. I have not played this game. I have not shot a single power pellet from my arm cannon in this game yet. And I already do like I like most of the Various Suit design and the gravity suit design from this game. I think this is the best design so far. Notice I said so far. Alright, rounding out the gravity suit section, we have the gravity suit from Dread. Automatically, you guys already know, it's going in this. And unfortunately, as much as I like this suit, I like the gravity suit for Dread more. Look, like I said before, you guys are gonna think I have a bias against Dread, like for Dread because it's Dread. But you guys gotta understand, I love Metroid Dread. I love all the Metroid games that I even love Fusion. I love Zero. I love Prime. I love the Prime series. I love Zero Mission, of course. I love Metroid. But if a suit looks the best, I'm gonna say it looks the best. And the Dread Gravity suit, I love this suit. I love this suit. I love this suit. I love how dark, how deep and dark the purple is. I just love how deep and dark the purple is. Up against the green lights in the chest plate, the white of the middle chest piece, and the green of the visor. I just love how that looks. It looks so nice. It looks so cool. Yeah, I'm gushing. A gravity suit from Drake gets put in S tier, no questions asked. Alright, now we've reached the other suits. These are suits that are exclusive to the games that they're from. Starting off, we have the Fusion Omega suit. This suit gives you your iconic orange color from the original Varia suit. The Omega suit? How do I feel about the Omega suit? I'm gonna put it in front of the Gravity suit in B tier. Literally, there's nothing else I can say about it. It's basically the Fusion suit, but with orange now. You have your original visor color and whatnot. There's nothing much else to say. I love how bright the color. I love how bright the suit is now. But it's not that special compared to the other version of the Fusion suit. I'm gonna be honest. And guys, I want you to know, I love Metroid Fusion. It's my first Metroid game and one of my favorites. But even I can agree the suits really aren't that special. Once you played the game a dozen times, the suit doesn't look that special afterwards. Maybe a Metroid Fusion remake is in order. I'm telling you, Metroid Fusion running on the Metroid Dread engine. Oh, I'm thinking about it now. Got me tearing up. Alright, let's move on. I'm no gushing here. Alright, we have the Phazon suit from Metroid Prime. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Phazon suit is immediately going to S tier. I love the Phazon suit. I know it's basically a black and silver version of this suit and this suit, primarily this suit. But you can't tell me this does not look cool. Like, I love how the silver just looks with the black and the red lights on it. Oh, it just looks so good, man. And it's no secret though, the Phazon suit's one of my favorite suits in all of Metroid. Notice I said one of, there's many more to come. But Phazon suit gets put in S tier, no questions asked. Alright, we have the Dark suit from Metroid Prime 2. Now, the Dark suit is interesting. The Dark suit design itself is interesting. It doesn't look like any it doesn't look like any of the suits we've seen before at the time. For me, the Dark suit looks cool, but not cool enough to crack into A tier, so I'm gonna put it at the tippy top of B tier. Yeah, I'll put it. Ooh. Do I think it's better than the Fusion? Do I think it's better than the Prime Gravity suit? Yeah, I'll put it right here in front of the Prime Gravity suit. The Dark suit looks cool, but I don't think much about this suit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think much about this suit, to be honest. It looks cool, but I don't think much about it. The Light suit. The Light suit, I'm immediately putting in A. I really like the Light suit. When I first played Prime 2 and I got the Light suit, I was like, this is one of the coolest suits I've ever seen. And this was coming hot off the heels of this little number. The Light suit looks really cool. The chest plate, the chest lights are really cool. The visor's like a clear white. You can see Samus's face. And those kneecaps, good lord. I know people joke about the kneecaps. Yeah, the kneecaps look like they could hurt, dude. Samus can like shove her knee into something and just shove her arm cannon in and just pull the trigger. But yeah, Light suit gets put in the A tier. No questions asked. Alright, Prime 3. We have the 75% corrupted PED suit with the acid shield, with the acid shield, with the acid shield blockers from the Pirate Homeworld. This is the suit at 75% corruption. It sort of looks like the Gravity suit from Prime 1, because it has the same, the black visor's blue, the suit's arms, most of the suit is basically a deep dark bluish purple, and you can like see the high, and of course you can see the highlights of Phazon just illuminating throughout the entirety of the suit, because Samus's body is so filled with Phazon at this point that literally the suit is leaking literal phase. You can see Phazon throughout all the suit except the arm cannon. How do I feel about the 75% PD suit? How do I feel about it? How do I feel about it? That's a good question. I don't think it's on this. I don't think it's on the same level. I don't think it's on the same level as the light suit. Unfortunately, I'm gonna put it at the top of. No, not that. Yeah, I'm gonna put it behind the Super Metroid Gravity suit in B tier. Looking back on this list, there's a lot of B tier suits. A lot of B tier suits from my perspective. Only one C tier, two D tier. Okay, now we've reached the final special suit, the Metroid suit from Metroid Dread. You guys already know where it's going. It's going at the tippy top of S tier. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna put the Phazon suit right there. The Metroid suit is the coolest suit in the entire franchise. No questions asked. Literally, seeing Samus in this suit the first time, I lost it. As a longtime Metroid fan, who before Dread only had Fusion, the Zero Mission, Prime 1, and Prime 2 under his belt. Getting to play with the Metroid suit the first time in Dread was awesome, and I just love how it looked. Samus looks like a true Metroid. It looks like an actual Metroid. Well, not really with like the pincers and whatnot, and like the brain and whatnot, but I love the green, and I love the red. I love the pinkish red lights throughout the entirety of the suit. This suit looks so cool. Yeah, and the Metroid. I mean, I already knew the Dread. I already knew most of the Dread suits were going to be on the upper tier of the list. I'm going to be honest. I kind of already knew that. I knew that going into it, but who knows? All right, I'm going to look and see if I can't switch some things around. Let's see here. Hey, yeah, you know what? I think that Omega suit should at least go in A. I also think this suit should also go in A. Anything that needs to go down to C tier. I think we could bring this down to do it. Yeah, we could put the base PED down in C tier. Do we need to move the Prime? Do we need to move this down? Do we need to move the Prime power suit down to C tier? Do we need to? Yeah. No. Yeah. We'll move it down to C tier. I'm just trying to lighten up the beats here, guys. Give me a second. Moving us down. Does the Fusion suit need to go down to C tier? Yeah, we can put the Fusion suit down to C tier. Is that everything? Don't need to move anything else down. We could put the Prime Gravity suit down in C. Maybe no, we could put the Prime Gravity suit down in C tier. Okay, yeah, alright, yeah, okay, alright, yeah, okay. So, after my revision, this is how I feel. This is my list. I might get some heat from this, I might get some heat, but this is how I think about these suits. I don't hate any of these suits. I just think that there are a lot of suits that are just borderline B tier or better. Most of the suits are B tier. That's about it, really, to be honest. Whew, we've been going on for almost 30 minutes. I do apologize for the long-winded yap, but this is my Metroid suit tier list. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And I'm just glad to be back in the saddle, man. I'll see you guys in another video that I'm going to be working on. I did promise I will try to get that Only Dark SpongeBob video going. I will try to, okay? So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Love you guys so much.